And the YouTube, I'm the TOFF man, and welcome to a quick look, actually, at All The Mods 2. Now, All The Mods 2 is actually a 1.11.2 mod pack for Minecraft. Now, I've come out, I can't get out. Now, I'm going to just have a quick look at this pack, guys, to see whether or not you guys like it, and whether or not it's something that you would like to see. Oh my god, what is that? It's a deer from Roots 2. Oh, that is cute. It looks a bit like Gary Lineker. I'm not going to, I'm just going to put it out there, guys. Those ears are massive. Oh, and it also likes to do a little bit of ice skating. But never mind. What I have noticed in these Terracuous. I'm just going to take a quick look at this mod pack, guys. It's not going to be a full-on series. Look at that. It's doing a little moonwalk. It's not going to be a full-on series by any means. Now, this particular pack, All The Mods 2, will be going onto my Patreon server, actually, for the next month, which is going to be March. No, not March, because it is March. April, actually. It's going to be for the month of April. So at the end of this month, I will be changing over to this particular pack. Now, these are actually pretty interesting, because they drop some random stuff. Pyrope dust, that's from the mod Tech Reborn, I believe. Now, what do the... Yeah, we're going to say, surely it drops sticks, and it does. I did get a little bit of a ghost plant. Now, that doesn't actually do anything. Does it have any uses of any form? Oh, it does. Gets you light grey dye. Or you can mix it with a black one and get grey dye if you really want to. But you need two of these to actually get one of them. Oh, that's interesting. But let's take a quick look, guys. We're going to go into mod options, and then we can just take a look at what mods are in here so that you guys get a bit of a feel for what's exactly in this pack. We've got Actually Editions, the 1.11.2 version, which is a very, very decent mod. It's a very good mod, guys, and as it says, it gives a nice little description there. If you don't know what Actually Editions is, you probably haven't been watching Minecraft recently, guys, because this is in pretty much everything, and everybody uses this nowadays as well. It's a very, very good, very, very good pack. Sorry, a very, very good mod. Akashic Tome, which is done by Vaz. Now, Vazki, this is basically like a book of books. Well, hey, look, the book of books. And basically, you can put all your books into this particular thing, and you can only carry the one thing around with you to read all the books that you need, which I think is pretty good. All the blocks. Now, I've never seen this in my life before. Don't know what this is. Let's take a quick look. So we'll go into here, and we will type in at and there it is, all the blocks. Now, we've got some tiles in here, we've got some cinder blocks, we've got blinds. I do like the look of those blinds, I have to say. Now, I would go into creative mode and show you guys what these look like, but unfortunately I can't do that because at the moment there's a crash within Blood Magic, the 1.11.2 version, that if you click the search button in the creative mode, it just completely kicks you out. But some tiles to look at there, I suppose. That's what all the blocks are. Apple Core, of course, it's needed for other mods. Just enough items, as you can see, that's what I'm using there to search the items. Apple Skin, now this is pretty decent, guys. Apple Skin gives you that little overlay that tells you your saturation of your food down on the bottom right hand side or over your food bar. Very, very useful, and also will show you exactly what it will heal with certain food items and stuff, so that's pretty good. Baubles, everybody knows what Baubles is. If you don't, you go into your inventory, there's a little ring that you can click that, and it'll give you access to a whole lot of little trinkets that you can put onto your person and give you all sorts of gains in that sort of way. I don't know what half of these are. What I would suggest these are just like library mods. Armor Plus. Armor Plus is a mod based on exploration, killing, building, getting geared up, fight the bosses, and explore the depths of your world. Oh, interesting. So again, I'm not entirely sure what this is. Probably, I would guess, adds armor and maybe even some new weapons and stuff like that. Aroma Backup, pretty much every mod pack has that nowadays. It just basically takes a backup of your world as and when you've got it set to it in the particular config file. Morph O'Toole, the wrench to end all wrenches. So it looks like a multi-tool wrench kind of thing. Sai, of course, another Vaz mod, which basically gives you a gun to do a whole lot of stuff with, and you can basically program what you want a particular spell cast to be, in the shape of firing it in the gun, mainly. Quark is another Vazki mod, of course, and this adds a load of just little bits and bobs that improve vanilla Minecraft. including, you know, getting guardians in just normal C and you know, changing. I had an issue in my latest Mechanism and RF Tools Unite. I had an issue where Endermen, I had an Enderman spawner and they were teleporting me out of an under, you know, I was in the 2 blocks. I was under a little roof that stopped the Endermen getting to me. No. They'll teleport you out with Quack. Now, I believe that particular thing is changing. But also, there's a whole load of like new biome-related caves and stuff like that Quack adds. It adds quite a lot of things. So I would suggest you go and have a look at that to see what it adds. Baby Animals Model Swapper. Now this, of course, as you can probably tell, it swaps out the baby animals, which absolutely look adorable, guys. It looks great. Bedbugs. Now this is a great thing. When you're in a server and you go to sleep, you can then click the little button that tells you to get back out if you want to leave the bed when stuck, which is very, very nice. Better achievements. A rewrite of the achievement screen, so it makes more sense. Okay, interesting. Better Builders Wands. That basically, it expands on the Builders Wand that got added by, I think it was Open Blocks. I could be wrong. It probably is wrong. But, hang on a minute. Was it extra utils? It might have been extra utils, actually, but it adds a load more and also gives you the ability to craft it a little bit cheaper. Now, of course, it does have its drawbacks as well if you get a cheaper Builder's Wand, so you know, you keep that in mind. Biomes are plenty. Adds tons and tons of new biomes, as you can see. 50 new biomes, blocks and more. Adds a lot more as well. Mob totems, new to me. A mod which adds mob totems to the game. Craft these totems to ward off evil mobs and more. Good stuff. The one probe, which is brilliant. Now, on the top left-hand side, if we come out of here, if we look at something, you can see it says grass path, Minecraft, shovel, tick. In other words, tick, I can do it with my hand. Shovel, meaning the best thing to use would be a shovel. The most effective thing. That's the word I was looking for. So there is that. Where were we? The one probe. Modular routers, which is brand new on me as well. Modders like Vazki, McJTY and Crazy Pants were kind enough to make their mods open source, so obviously you must have used little bits and bobs from that. But this particular mod, I'm not entirely sure what this does. I know it adds like little modules that you can do, and it also adds a block called a router. Now, it's got some wireless sort of capabilities with that one, guys, and it gives you a little pluggable modules, as it says, to do that with. Go and take a look, guys, if you do want to have a look at this. Blood Magic, of course, everybody knows Blood Magic by now. Let's go down. Chisel, which adds a ton of new blocks that you can chisel your existing blocks with to make them look a little bit more different. Chisels and Bits, which is fantastic, allows you to take a full block in your Minecraft and sculpt it to various different things. I don't know what that is. Colossal Chests. I've never used Colossal Chests before in my life, but apparently this adds colossal chests. So basically chests that are absolutely huge for what you want to do. Cooking for Blockheads, which is a fantastic little mod, guys, adds a whole kitchen, which can be set up multi-block wise, and any block will do anything, and you can just go to one block and it will tell you what you can make, and it'll use everything from like Pam's Harvest Craft and stuff like that to make the particular food that you're after, which is fantastic. Cosmetic armor, reworked. It's obviously, you remember cosmetic armor, it doesn't take the form of your defense, but it will just take the visual form of it, so you can just slap it on your person and it'll look good without functioning at all, which is good. Custom main menu, of course, it gives you that custom main menu. Cyclic. Now, I'm not sure what this is. I've never used this before, but I have heard good things about this. So by all means, guys, look that up and have a look at it. Forestry, absolute mainstay of every pack from now since the beginning of time. Deep Resonance, fantastic little mod by the guy who does RF tools and stuff like that. I think it's McJTY? McJT. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But it's basically power generation based on resonating crystals. There's a lot more to it than that, guys. And it's a fantastic little mod. And it can get you tons and tons of power. Can Deep Resonance. It's great. Elevator mod. Open blocks, elevator block. Obviously just taken open blocks and put it in an elevator. Just using it by itself. Embers. Brand new mod that's up and coming, guys. Dwarven style Magitech mod. I do want to take a look at this later on down the line. We probably will do at some stage, but I'm going to wait until it's a little bit more fleshed out until I start looking at it. But it does look very, very interesting. Magitech. Key is in the word there. Ender tanks. Of course, everybody knows what ender tanks do. They're like ender chests, but tanks. Ender thing. No idea what that is. Environmental tech. This looks very interesting, actually. And something I do want to take a look at myself. Now, I think it's still in alpha stages, as I would predict, because of course it's 0.11, so probably it hasn't got full release yet. It must be still alpha. Environmental tech is a mod containing a vast selection of multi-block machines, ranging from multi-block solar panels, lightning rods to multi-block void mining machines. This mod is still very early stages, and there's a lot more to come. It's still very good, though, guys. It is still very good. I would say to you guys to go and check this out. Extra rails, no idea what that is. Probably adds extra rails, I would presume. Extra utils too. Now, you guys probably are familiar with this, but it adds loads of little different bobs, so I'm not going to really try to explain what it adds. Extreme reactors allows you to build a multi-block structure, as it says here, multi-block structure that's basically a reactor. And hopefully there'll be... I know they keep updating it to the latest version, but nothing new seems to get added. So hopefully, fingers crossed, things started getting added. Fast leaf decay, pretty obvious. What else have we got here? Flux redstone. No idea what that is either. Gendustry. Now that allows you to really get stuck in with bees from forestry, because doing forestry ways of breeding bees and stuff like that takes forever. Gendustry is so much more easier. Now, it does require power, it does require other bits and bobs as well, but it makes life so much easier. Pressure pipes, not really entirely sure what they are as well. Advanced generators, they go in with industrial craft, I believe. I don't know if it's... well, I know that it's made by the same guy who does Gendustry. Yeah, it is. But I think it's got something to do with industrial craft. I could be entirely wrong there. Gravestone mod, of course. Infernal mobs, which, my goodness gracious me, are those a pain in the backside. Every now and then, a mob will pop up with crazy amounts of stats, like lifesteal, or, will shoot fire. It will shoot fire at you, or will shoot webs out, so it'll slow you down. It's a real pain. Real pain. Interaction wheel. No idea what that is either. Inventory tweaks. It's a nice little quality of life thing, really. If you run out of a pickaxe here and you have another one in your inventory, it'll just pop it down. Same with a stack of blocks. If you run out of a stack of blocks, it'll just pop the same block back down here if you've got some left in your inventory. It's great. Iron chests, a great little thing, actually. You can get the same size as large chests in Minecraft, but you can have them next to each other without them clicking to each other. So it's nice. It's nice to have. And, of course, the better the chests that you get, the bigger they are and stuff. JEIB's journey map, which adds a little mini map at the top, which you can put your little markers down and stuff like that. It's great. It really is nice. Just enough resources. Literal ascension. No idea. It says intuitive solutions for vertical mobility. Sounds good, but I have no idea what that is. Mysterious miscellany. No idea. Alright guys, sorry about that little cut there. Mysterious miscellany, I have no idea what that is. Mystical agriculture is basically magical crops. It literally is magical crops. It's just been updated by somebody else. There's a few little bits and bobs that have been added in as well over the time there, but basically it is just magical crops. Nether portal fix. I think that is meant to fix the problem where you go into the nether and then you can come out in somebody else's portal. It's meant to fix that, but it never seemed to work for me. I don't know if it's me doing something wrong or what. I don't know. No mob spawning on trees. So a mod that disables mob spawning on wood logs. Very, very useful for doing skyblock, I have to say. Not enough wands. Now, I've heard about this, but I've never used it. Now, it adds more wands that you can do different little bits and bobs with them. I've never used it myself, but I have heard of it. Packet filter. Simple solutions to logistical problems. Again, no idea what that is, but it sounds interesting. Pam's Harvest Craft. Everybody's heard of Pam's Harvest Craft. What an absolutely fantastic mod it is. Really, really brilliant. It says here, expanding Minecraft's food system. I think that just does not do it justice. It gives a massive amount of food and new little different bits and bobs that you can do with this. It's also compatible with the cooking for blockheads. It's absolutely fantastic mod, it really is. And both of them together are brilliant. Platforms, don't really know what that is. Ranged pumps. Ranged pumps is a simple mod that adds a pump that pumps liquids in a range. Would you believe it, guys? Well, that's nice and self-explanatory. I don't know if it adds a little bits and bobs more, but that sounds good to me. Refined storage, which is basically like a mixture of Applied Energistics 2 and Applied Energistics 1. It's really, really good. It's what I've been using in my Toff and Shed's adventures in Minecraft, and it's brilliant. It really is brilliant. It reminds me of the good old days of AE1. Reliquary. Now, this has been around for a long, long, long time. I've never really used it, though. I've never seen the use for anything that's been in this particular mod. But then again, I've never really looked that much into it. So, but all I know is exactly here, look, magical swag. It adds a little different magical bits and bobs in there, and some other little bits and bobs to go along with it as well. RF Tools, which is made by the same guy who does the Deep Resonance that was a little bit further up, JT. This is brilliant mod. Now, not only that, but it comes with the RF Tools Control and RF Tools Dimensions. That allows you to make custom dimensions. This allows you to control various different bits and bobs. And the RF Tools mod itself has got a whole load of range of different things that I cannot explain, in explaining. So go ahead, go and have a look. If you want to have a look what this mod entails, there's quite a lot to it. Go and take a look, guys. At the mods page would be brilliant. Roguelike dungeons adds, like it says, randomized dungeons to the world. Now these can be in the shape of big like castle things that you can go in and go down, and there's like a whole load of dungeon underneath the castle and stuff. It's brilliant. Adds a whole loads of spawners and stuff like that you can make use of while you're there as well, which is good. Roots 2. Now I've just skimmed the top of Roots 1. Now, this is Roots 2, which I would presume has just been a little bit of a rework, maybe for 1.11.2. So that is, it's, as it says, Druidic Magic mod. It's like trees and magic. You know, it's really good. And when that becomes more and more fleshed out, guys, I really want to take a look at that mod in more detail. Simple Generators gives you access to several tiers of early game generators. Quite obvious there. Simply Conveyors, I would presume there's the same way. Now, Soul Shards, the old ways. There was a mod back in the days of 1.3, I think it was, Minecraft, so way back, that allowed you to create your own spawners. And you needed to do a little bit of work to be able to get to it. You used to have to have a sword and kill so many different mobs, so many of the same type of mod to be able to then make a spawner to spawn those with that, and all that sort of stuff. And it got updated. Nobody liked the way that it got updated. So, of course, somebody along the line has gone ahead and says, you know what, I want the old version of that back, and has got the old version, and now it's back in the packs as well, which is great. Spartan Shields adds the shields, of course, so you can put them in your shield slot. The Spice of Life. Some people cannot stand this mod. Me, it depends. It really depends. The Spice of Life basically, like it says, encourages dietary variety through diminishing returns. You cannot just sit there with a piece of bread and keep nomming on bread for your entire life. If you have a stack of bread and you just keep eating bread, it'll become less and less fulfilling for your hunger bar until it is completely useless to eat. And then you've got to go and eat something else, and then you'll have to eat something else after that, then you'll have to eat something else. It can be a pain. It can be a real pain. But it adds to the pack, I suppose. Storage drawers adds like barrels, for instance, and a whole load of different bits and bobs. Not just barrels as well, but you can get 4 different drawers in one block, so it can store 4 different things, and a whole load of other different bits and bobs. Tech Reborn, as says, the Greg Tech revival you dream about on a cool midsummer's eve. Some people cannot stand Greg Tech. I love Greg Tech. I think it's great. So that is in this pack as well. And Terraqueous, never heard of this before now, but as you can see, it adds those little different like the sticks on the floor or the little stones and stuff. No idea what it is, but it seems to add a whole load of the little different plants as well. These things, grey ghost plants. So I can put them two there and I can actually get a grey dye out of that. And of course the ghost plant itself. Whoa, scare the life out of me. Now, that's what says the mods on the mod screen there. I don't see, personally, I don't see much difference in the mods between 1.10 and 1.11. What you guys will probably want to know is how well they fare in a 1.11 world. Because, of course, 1.11 is quite new. You know, for modding, that is. Quite new for modding. And is it worth it? Is it stable? Well, I've had a little play around, guys, and I think it's pretty stable. Apart from the crash in creative mode, but not everybody is going to be in creative mode. Other than that, I think it's quite stable. Now, not only that, guys. If we go into the old F3 screen here, the memory usage and the performance, the biggest thing I have to say is the memory usage and the performance of 1.11 is a big step forwards compared to 1.10. 1.10 Minecraft seemed to absolutely poo its pants when it comes round to doing the memory allocation. It seems to just go wildly out of control, and not only that as well, but the FPS as well seems to take a massive hit. I'm in just a normal world. I've got no machines running or anything like that, guys, but I'm on 60 FPS, and I've got that limited to 60 FPS in my thing. Let's put unlimited frames on here and see what kind of frames that I'm going to get. Oh, do I need to refresh that? It's probably, no, it's going to stick. Let me just really quickly, it will stick because of my recording software. It'll stick on 60 FPS. Let me really quickly put my recording software off and then we'll see what happens. Now, really quickly, you might be able to see it before it completely drops. Actually, it's gone to 120 on here. This is crazy. But it will stick at 120 because of the recording software. For some reason, it decides it wants to stick at 60 sometimes and 120 on others. I've no idea why. But anyways, for me, without the recording software running and just normally running, 200 FPS, guys. That is, you know, and you can see on the right hand side all the stuff that what my computer is, so you can see on a benchmark. It's not a fantastically brilliant computer. I would call it an average computer nowadays, guys. So 200 FPS on that. It's fantastic. It's great. It seems to run a hell of a lot smoother than what all the mods did for 1.10. That's for sure. Now, whether or not that is because all the mods for 1.10 has so many more mods in it, probably has something to do with it, guys. And as things get more and more, you know, added and updated and stuff like that, I'll keep an eye on it and I'll let you guys know what's going on. But for me, all the mods too, for 1.11, it runs a hell of a lot better than all the mods for 1.10. Really, really does, guys. But would I play this? Of course I'd play it. I mean, and it's going to go on my Patreon server, as I explained. It's going to go on there next month, and we're going to see, you know, we're going to have a little play around with it and see what we can do with certain things, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to be looking forward to that. I just thought I'd do a quick little video, guys, for you guys, just saying all about all the mods too. Go out and check it out, guys. It's on the Curse launcher. You can see it on there. It's for 1.11. It's one of the only packs for 1.11 at the moment. There are other ones kicking around, but all the mods is pretty much where it's at when it comes to kitchen sink mod packs. There are other ones that are available for 1.11, but really all the mods has it down, I think. Has it down. There's no real quest mod packs coming out anytime soon, I don't think, for 1.11. Maybe for 1.10, but for 1.11, not at this moment in time. I'm missing the HQM. I really want a decent HQM pack for 1.10 or 1.11. It'll be great. And if I can find one, or if you guys know about one, please let me know in the comment section below. And let me know in the comment section below if you've got any sort of problems that have come up with 1.11. All the mods too. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. But thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this, or if it's been informative in any sort of way, please go ahead and leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, I'm the TOFF man as always. Stay safe.